Hello viewers and welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in again. I apologise it's been so long since I made the first video. A few reasons for that, one of which is I'm a bit of a wimp, so I didn't want to do it in the winter. I'm still fairly, inexperienced when it comes to this kind of stuff. I didn't want to take any undue risks and not be able to get a fire going and, potentially freeze to death. Or be that one idiot that has to call out mountain rescue or something. So, yeah. Anyway, we've got some sunshine now. And we're off to Spithope Bothy, which you can see here on the map is roughly about here. So we're going to park at Burness village somewhere, hopefully, and then it looks like a pretty straight run on a trail all the way to the Bothy. We run parallel to a river, so yeah, we'll see how we get on. I went into Tesco just a moment ago and bought my food for the trip. Bags packed, obviously, and we're on our way.
It's going to be the big interests that have always dominated things, and there's, and
Alright, so we're off to find the entrance to the trail that will take us to the Bothy. I'm fairly certain I know where it is. Either way, bit of an adventure. Alright, we're in business. Just found the entrance to the Pennine Way, back there by that gate. So, let's follow this trail and see where it takes us. Right, so we are headed to Spithope Bothy. However, on the map it looks like it terminates at Spithope. So I'm going to follow Pennine Way and see if we can get onto the right track. Well, so far so good. Not too bad going, honestly. It's just been a trail all the way. A lot of deforesting, as you can see. Yeah, a lot easier than the first trip to Horton Green. I'd estimate we're about halfway there, so we'll keep going, and I'll update you when we get Start to feel a bit peckish. Get some calories back in the old system. Got some sort of rip-off pepperami, I guess. Nice little stick, so have a couple of them. Not bad. Yeah, I quite like them. Should give me the boost of energy I need. I think we're nearly there. Just a little further down this track. I may not have gone on the right one, so I'm pretty sure it's down that way. But I'm sure we can find our way down. So I think the Bothy is down there, just to the right a little bit. So I'm going to carry along this trail, and it looks like there's a path which cuts off to the left. Then hopefully I'll be able to get to it. We might have to do a bit of off-roading. I'm not sure yet. So, just bumped into some walkers back there. Told me I'm on the wrong track, which I figured I might have been. So they've told me I've got to follow this track, kind of loop all the way around, come back on myself, and then it's hidden in this little valley. So I'm sure we can find it. I mean, I'm sure I can find a cut through, because I'm not sure I'm keen to follow that trail all the way around and double back on myself. But if it's anything like that, I'm not getting through. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Wish me luck. Right, I think I see the Bothy. I'll flip you around. I think that's it there. The end of my finger. Oh dear. So I think there's a way down. So we'll go and find out. I may not be able to film myself getting down there because it's pretty steep, but I ain't walking all the way around. No way. So I think I found a way down. Bit of off-roading. So I'm going to put the camera away a minute and get down this steep bit, and then we should be able to go around that corner and get down to the Bothy along the tree line. I'd say we might be onto a winner. I'm down the slope, so my plan is I'm just going to walk down this tree line and we should be there. On the website for the Bothy, it said there was wood fuel locally available. So hopefully there's a stock at the Bothy, or I'm off out with me saw. I'm hoping it's just around this corner. Oh, I need to get my eyes tested or get some binoculars, because what I thought was the roof of the Bothy was a bloody good rock. So, I mean, to be fair though, I was pretty far away. So, anyway, I've cut out some of the track. Hopefully it's, you know, perilous going. But yeah, I'd say now we actually are almost there. Right, I think we're back on the track almost. I do like to make things difficult for myself, but that's why we're out here. Bit of an adventure. Every day's a school day. Right, back to normality. That's where I've just come down. From up there. Silly boy. Whew. Still, I probably shaved a mile off the walk, not having to walk all the way around that track. So, you know, got to take the little wins. This is much nicer. Right, see a signpost. So I'd say we're within a couple of 100 metres of what I hope is home for the night. If there are people currently occupying it, then hopefully there's enough room for me to stay and they're willing to let me stay. If not, plan B, try and find another bothy. It's 1 p.m. now, so I may not have time. Although it's looking good. There's no smoke coming out of the chimney. So yeah, fingers crossed. I'll update you in a couple of minutes. There she is. Look at that beauty. Water, nice. Still boil it though. Sweet! Home for the night. Christ, created Carlsberg there. Might have to crack one of those open later. Like it. Mega. Right, so not a great situation in terms of firewood. Got a little bit here, which will keep us going for a bit. I mean, there's plenty of tinder, but I just didn't see much dead stuff on my way in that I can cut down, so I'm going to have to go for a bit of a recon situation and see what I can find. I believe there's a toilet at the back. Nope, more firewood. Again, not much here really. Well, it's nice and cozy, quite nice and secluded. Yeah, buzzing. Made it. Well happy. Right, I'm going to get settled in. I think firewood is a priority. So I'm not going to sit down for too long. I'll maybe just rehydrate a little bit and then go out and see what I can find. Alright, so I've got this neat little saw. My mum bought it for me for Christmas, so I thought I'd give it a whirl. Pretty compact little unit, so let me try and remember how this went. So I think that slots in there. Like so. That one in the middle. And then stick this through the top. There you have it. Neat little compact. So I'm going to give this one a go. I've also got my trusty backup handsaw from the last video. So yeah, like I say, I'll go and evaluate the wood situation, see what I can find locally, and just try and stock up as best I can. I think I can process down a lot of this smaller stuff because it's quite a small stove anyway, so it'll mean a lot more feeding of the fire, but at least I've got somewhat of a stockpile and a few logs there which will burn relatively slowly. I don't think I'll be able to use the bigger log. I've got nothing to split it down with. I just didn't have enough room in my bag for the hatchet. Again, rookie mistake, but there we go. But it looks like there's some decent stuff here, so we'll have a look through and see how we get on.
Mm. A lot of this stuff is too fresh. Not ideal. Right, I think I'm going to go back down the trail a little bit and see what I can find. I think what I'm going to do with this really big log, because I don't think the fire will be too happy with big logs, it's only a very small stove, so I'm going to cut them down into small chunks, almost like a tuna tin, and use those as, you know, my thicker logs, if you like, that will burn a bit longer. There's definitely some dead stuff in here. Walked about 200 meters back from the way I came, and I saw a lot of dead stuff down here. Just thought I'd come and have a look and see what's available. I mean, I can't take anything that's too big, so I'm going to have a little look around and, yeah, see if I can find anything suitable. Right, so I went and found another log because I'm not 100% confident in that stuff. It's still a little bit wet. It's not green, but I probably need some dry wood to get the fire going, and then hopefully dry that out, and that should be all right. But I'm pretty hungry now, so I'm going to process this log down. I've got a few nice twigs that I can use for some kindling, get a fire going, and get some food on. Oh, you beauty. That'll fucking do. And that will do nicely. What a find. Alright, so everything I've seen and watched and studied in terms of starting fires and maintaining fires is good preparation. So don't rush into lighting a fire, make sure you've got all the stuff you need. So for example, I've got my initial kindling or my little thin dry twigs, which should get a good burn going. Once that's going, I can start to feed it with these slightly smaller logs. And then I'll move up to the big boys. Some of it is a little damp. I'm hoping it'll burn. Although, I just found this behind the stove. Lovely bit of dry wood, so I can break that down for some initial kindling as well, to help get the fire started and going. And I've got my fire starting kit as well, so I've got some accelerant, like petroleum jelly, for example, and some other items which I'll run through. So yeah, I'm starving, and I'm going to try and get a fire going. So let's see how it goes. I'm probably going to use that as a base for the fire. It's dry, it will burn. I can put some accelerant on it, build up some twigs on top, and hopefully that'll get the fire going nicely. Right, so here's my little fire starting kit. My brother actually got this to me a number of years ago, and I never really had an opportunity to use it until now. In my last video, I used some of the wicks to make some candles with some pudding jars, I think is what they were, and some olive oil, and they work quite well. Go and check out my first video if you're interested in seeing that. Right, so in here I've got various bits and bobs to help with starting a fire. So I've got some sawdust, cotton wool, some more kind of wool, I guess, some wicks. We've got some, what's this, magnesium powder, fire fibre, and a few lollipop sticks. I lost my flint and steel, annoyingly. I can't find it, so I'm going to have to cheat a little bit today with a lighter, because I'm not ready to make a bow drill yet. Right, so I think what I'll probably do is, right, so what I'll do is I'll use some chapstick, which is essentially petroleum jelly. A little bit of this cotton wool. Maybe get a couple of these balls out. And then I'm just going to dab some chapstick into them. It'll just help them burn for a little bit longer, because the fuel, the chapstick essentially will burn off first. Okay, lovely jubbly. Get that one in there. Okay, might as well use a couple of lollipop sticks just for the initial burn. Right, and so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to load it up with these twigs, essentially, once I get that lit, and I'll jam them in, and hopefully that'll get it going nice and good. Alright, so far so good. A lot of this wood is pretty wet, so the fire is struggling a little bit. I'm hoping I can get some of this stuff dried out, and I'll be able to maintain some semblance of a fire, and I'll be able to maintain some sort of fire, hopefully. So strike while the iron's hot. As I've got a flame at the moment, I'm going to try and get some food on because I'm pretty hungry, as I keep saying. Alright, so guess I should go through some of the food I've got. So I bought this little bad boy, tomato, onion and herb pasta. That's going straight in there. That was about 70p. I tried to set myself a budget of about 750 and I think I achieved it. I'll have to go through the receipt later. And I've got some mulligatawny soup, I think that's how you pronounce it. Porridge for in the morning. Not looking good at the moment with the wood situation. Some nuts, bananas, a pink lady apple, those little pork bad boys. Oh, and I brought some baked beans. My brother George absolutely loves these, and I don't blame him. They are delicious. So that's basically all the food I've got. Oh, tell a lie. And some lovely tortelloni, which I'm going to throw in with the tomato and herb pasta. So yeah, fingers crossed. I'm going to try and keep this fire going and hopefully cook some food. Alright guys, well, I'm doing the best I can here, but as I say, basically all the wood I found is wet, damp. So we have a fire. It's slowly dying, I think. I considered baling. I think I'll be alright because I've got plenty of warm clothing and I've got loads of candles. It's just nice to have a fire going. But I'm hopeful, you know, I'm still hopeful. It is still burning. You can hear it hissing from all the water coming out of the wood. I've got some reasonably strong embers, I think. So yeah, I mean, this is just the reality of my inexperience, I guess, and you know, and the weather. But yeah, I'll keep battling on and update you. The saucepan's getting warm. Well, quite hot now actually, so I might have a warm meal at least. So that'll be good. So yeah, I'll keep you posted. Right, so I'm pretty certain I'm gonna lose the fire at some point. I've got plenty of warm clothes, so I'm just gonna bulldog it. I've got candles. Probably only got one hot meal, but that'll do. And yeah, so that's the update. Rest of the video I probably won't do much talking because my microphone's run out of battery. Amateur. But yeah, I'm just going to set some stuff up and get settled in really. It's actually not that bad. It's pretty good. Better than last time when I only had the foam mat. That was an unpleasant night's sleep, I tell you. Oh yeah, I can work with that, definitely. What a purchase.
Right, I think that's it for me, guys. Just settling in for the night. Pretty active day today. Shame about the fire, but got some candles going and I've got a few layers on, so yeah. All in all, it's been a good day. You know, stuff goes wrong, fire failed, no big deal. Learn from it and move on. Anyway. Good night, and I'll see you in the morning. Morning. I actually slept a lot better this time. This pad is quite impressive actually. It was only like 20 quid. It still wasn't great. I'm obviously pretty cold. But yeah, I had a candle burning all night, which you know, made me feel a bit better when I did wake up. And yeah, it was really peaceful. Absolutely no wind, because we're kind of set in a, you know, in a valley. Yeah, just incredibly quiet. It was wonderful. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to bother trying to start a fire, because there's absolutely zero chance. So I'm just going to pack up, blow this joint, and stop at the last cafe in England, which I saw on the way in, and have a massive fry-up, I think, because yeah, I need the calories definitely. Yeah, so I'll get packed up. I won't bore you with that process, and then we'll get going. Jeez, it got windy all of a sudden.
This is awesome though. 8 o'clock in the morning, probably the only person around for miles. This is freaking awesome. Tell you what guys, in my opinion at least, life does not get much better than this. Look at this. Ah, wonderful. Well guys, we're almost at the end of the trail, back to the main road. I've got a little bit of walking to do along the main road. I'm not going to film along there because I want to make sure I'm safe. But first and foremost, I wanted to thank each and every one of you for staying till the end. I hope you enjoyed the content. I enjoyed making it. Was it a success? Yeah, I think so. It's a bit challenging. Shame we didn't manage to maintain the fire, but I had it going for 3 or 4 hours and managed to get a hot meal out of it. So, and I was warm enough sleeping. I was a bit cold in the morning when I woke up, but overall not too bad. Yeah, really happy with the trip. Had a great time. As I said earlier in the video, I still don't have a gimbal yet, so apologies for the shaky footage. Also, this is the first time trying out this windproof mic. I did watch some of the clips last night, and some of the voice was kind of muffled, so I'll try and fix that when I edit the video. But again, please forgive me on that. Only my second video. Yeah, and that's it. I mean, if you're new, please like and subscribe and share it with your friends. Always welcome to feedback as well. If there's other things you'd like to see me do in the video, or certain bothies you'd like me to stay at, or just any advice or tips, all would be welcome. Got a bit of a special video coming next week. My brother's coming up to visit, so we're going to go and stay in a bothy together. I've given him the task of choosing one to stay in, so I'm going to pick him up from Newcastle Airport, and then we're going to head straight there, so should be fun. Again, thanks for watching. I'm going to stop for a fry up on the way back. I may add a little clip in of that. If not, see you next time.